Welcome to Bonehead Truckers, guys. Man, I got something for you guys. You just can't make stuff up. Well, actually, you can't. Actually, this is so predictable. Anyway, so a few months ago in Arkansas, the American Truckers United went in and says, hey, we're going to, sponsor a bill to get English proficiency as a state law here in Arkansas for truck drivers. That's what they did. Well, they were met with resistance. Who was that resistance? Arkansas Trucking Association, their version of the ATA. Well, it's Arkansas Trucking Association. It's the same thing, except on a state level. And most of the people, and I expose these, are companies like Walmart, J.B. Hunt, and Tyson, and all these companies. I mean, they're some of the biggest companies in the United States of America out of Arkansas, right? Well, why are they fighting that? They actually started up a new bill where it basically was a slap on the wrist, just like Obama, right? Just controlled by big businesses. And you think, well, what's the point? What's the point of a big business, trying to keep that from going into law in the state of Arkansas? You'd think that these companies would want safer roads with people who understood and spoke English, right? You'd think that would be possible. You think that would be a goal of theirs. Well, lo and behold, I got an email on July 4th, as a matter of fact, from a guy named Brian Terry. He says, "Good morning. Hey, longtime fan of the show. Love it. However, not every permanent green card holder has a bad MVR. It is said that a few bad apples make a green card visa look bad." And he says, "I work as an onboarding specialist as one of the biggest carriers in Arkansas." Go figure who that one may be. I see in here all the time the crazy drivers. Listen, he's a fan. I get it. Appreciate you watching. But if you're going to come out here and say this, basically sticking up for foreigners coming into trucking while foreigners run over people, some of the nastiest accidents we've ever seen, what's it to you? You saw, well, he sits there and he says he works at one of the largest. You think, okay, well, what's the largest? J.B. Hunt? Okay. Tyson? Walmart? Who knows? It could be Maverick. You think the visa drivers are going to be getting and learning flatbed? Probably not. So guess what we did? I say we because I didn't even look into it that much. An associate of mine at the ATU found this guy, and all I had to do was just go into LinkedIn, okay, and put in his name, and guess who he works for? Works for J.B. Hunt. Onboarding specialist 2. Like there's like a 1 and a 2. Well, he's a 2. He's been doing it for since May of 2022 there in Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas. And if you go and look through his stuff right here, and you think, where's the trucking experience when you sit there and you think of this? So we're looking down. Okay, he's worked at Tyson as a team lead, quality assurance team lead. So, like, I guess right here, J.B. Hunt is his first thing into trucking? Is this your first time into trucking? Because this is all I see right here. All right, onboarding specialist 2. So, this is what J.B. Hunt does. J.B. Hunt, to get people that try to get you on over there, recruiting and all that kind of stuff, don't have any experience in trucking. Okay, and then on top of that, wants to come in to my email and start lecturing me about not all of them had bad MVRs. Well, sure, you look at them. Sure, you drive for J.B. Hunt. And I'm just sitting there thinking, okay, out of all these people that you check on your onboarding specialist to all the MVRs, how many of these visa holders, green card holders, how many of them are driving trucks in J.B. Hunt? And it just goes to show that this is the reason why we had so much pushback in Arkansas, is because we had guys like this saying, you know, in companies like this, and they're wanting to hire these guys, right? Because I've been defending mega carriers, haven't I? How many of you guys know that I've been defending mega carriers when it comes to this issue? Right? You've heard me sitting there saying it, and a lot of you guys cringe when I've done it. And here we go, because I'm giving mega carriers the benefit of the doubt. That's what I do until I see it, till I freaking see it with my own two eyes, and I see the evidence. And now you got JB Hunt, someone who works at the onboarding. Listen, basic recruiter, basically kind of thing. A nice fancy name for a recruiter. Just going looking at MBRs all day. This guy's defending them. That means JB Hunt is defending visa holders. That's the reason why you had, you know, the Arkansas Trucking Association, and including the ATA, the big ATA, the American Trucking Association, fighting with us in regards to English proficiency and non-domicile CDLs, the foreigners. So here you guys, you see it firsthand. And listen, Brian Terry. Hey, Brian, listen. I get it. You're a ham radio operator. I get it. Hey, here's what it is. But don't come in my email lecturing me, sitting there thinking I'm not going to do anything about it. All right? I'm just sitting there saying, I mean, you should have just kept your mouth shut. You could have just said, hey, I worked for somebody in our CMBRs, and didn't say where you were at. But this is just too easy. All it takes is a little search in the LinkedIn. Hey, JB Hunt, you want a better recruiter? I'm just sitting there saying, there's no trucking. Listen, TRC Freight, we are a small company, especially compared to JB Hunt. And our main recruiter has way more experience than this guy. Cameron Harris, way more experience, okay? This is what he does. He talks to truckers all day. He may have never driven a truck, doesn't mean he ain't, like, you know, a part of the team and how this works. Okay? This is not a TRC commercial. I'm just telling you that we're more qualified at TRC than they are over at JB Hunt. I'm just sitting there saying. That's why we're more qualified over here at TRC. TRC has more qualified people than JB Hunt does. Okay? And now JB Hunt, this is a little bit of evidence, not a whole lot, but it's a little of an evidence that JB Hunt supports foreign truck drivers. Anyways, Bonehead Truckers, we gone.
Hey everybody, this is Cameron Harris, recruiting manager at TRC Freight. I got into recruiting 2013 through a temp service. Just didn't know where I was going to go, what I was going to do. They had a file clerk position at a local trucking company, got into it that way. Was a paper pusher, getting truck drivers applications in order, doing verification requests. Then got promotion to student driver recruiter. I travel around Southeast Tennessee, go to truck schools, talk with drivers, recent CDL truck drivers, just getting their Class A, looking for a company to go to. Started doing that for a couple of years. Then got another promotion to recruiting experienced drivers that have, you know, multiple years in the industry. 12 years later, still doing it. Didn't think I would be doing it this long, but transportation industry is kind of one of those things. You 12 years later, and you're saying, hey, where'd the time go? Still doing it, love it. Ended up TRC. I was with a local company recruiting company drivers and owner operators, and I talked to Josh Toomey, president CEO of TRC. We got to talking. He was looking for a recruiting manager over here. By the end of the conversation, I was sold. I like the guy. He's down to earth. treats everybody with respect. And it's been a year in, and I made the right decision. People ask, what's it like talking to drivers every day nonstop? I've just been doing it for 12 years. I'm used to it. Get in, grab me a cup of coffee, start hitting the phones. Whether I'm calling out or calling in, I like to build bonds, relationships with every driver I speak to. And, I like hearing the stories out on the road. What leads them looking for a new possibility? What can I offer them that their current company can't offer? And so, I just come to work, just talk to drivers all day, and that's what I do. I love it. If you'd like to hear some more about our 88% owner-operator opportunity, give me a call. Cameron Harris, TRC Freight Recruiting Manager, 423-275-6041. I'd like to take you from start to finish. It's a quick process. Starts with calling me. Hope to hear from you soon.